performance, all-time great status, character, and authenticity, each ranked on a scale of 0 to 25 for a total range up to 100. We're going to focus in on whoever the top story of the day is. Today it's John Gruden. Anything between a score of 81 to 100 is GOAT status. 70 to 80 is All-Star. 55 to 69 is Hall of Good. 41 to 54 is Scout Team. And anything 40 and below is a dumpster fire. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's talk John Gruden, whose return to the Raiders has been pretty rocky so far, from the Khalil Mack situation to last night's ugly blowout loss to the Rams. But I have John Gruden making a major move in my approval rating. Some of this is because I was really down on John Gruden.
Low expectations, huh?
No, as his previous job, he was an announcer and a broadcaster. And I was really down on him last year. He called a football game ugly and disgusting, pissed me off. And so I had him rated really low. He moves up 9 points today. Job performance, where I had him really down last year. Okay. He's now at a 21. He's back in his lane as a football coach. All-time status, now that he's a coach, I got him 15. If he gets another Super Bowl, we'll move him up there, all-time status. And then just authenticity, which I was really low. When he's sitting there calling an NFL game, talking about it's disgusting and he's bothered by these big hits, he had virtually no authenticity with me. As a football coach, I got him at a 14 for a total score of 66.
Man, you got him at GOAT status.
No, 66.
Job performance, if I were to extract job, that's too high a job performance. You know that. Did they win the game?
No.
Oh, okay, so
did he coach well?
He called up some good plays, but you're the head coach. You're not just the play-calling head coach, offensive coordinator. You're also defensive coordinator because you're the head coach. You also have to manage emotions. You also have to have the guys respond after halftime. So job performance should be a little lower. And all-time status.
So you got his job performance at 19.
I got his job performance at 19. Yeah. And let's talk about his all-time status, because he's not just par, just a little better because he has a Super Bowl championship. And respect, everyone says—
Tony Dungy's team.
I love when I hear it.
Tony Dungy's team.
You know what? But you got to respect the guy who got it out of those same players. Like, whatever you want to say about Dungy, you got to give respect to the coach who
built that defense. They won with defense.
Oh, great. I love all that, but the cherry on top—
What did he do with their offense? Brad Johnson, Keyshawn Johnson.
He told them the Raiders play calling in the Super Bowl. That helped as well. Dungy couldn't have done that. Character is the issue here when you talk about John Gruden.
Really?
Validated that criticism against him being standoffish with Khalil Mack, probably a future Hall of Famer there. And then Marquette King, not even talking to the guy, cutting him before you meet him. That is still coming back to haunt him because there was no pass rush last night. Finally, authenticity, I have to give him a high grade. He sells the hell out of Chucky. You said it even in your essay, like, win or lose, this team, this organization, this fan base is as strong as ever in terms of support because they believe in Chucky. Gave him a 10-year deal, so that Chucky is sold to the point where it covers up a lot of work.
I just want you to listen to what you're saying.
Okay.
He sells the hell out of Chucky. Chucky's a character. He's not the real person. John Gruden is the real person. And so that would be like saying Al Pacino playing Michael Corleone was authentic.
Okay.
He's playing the role of Michael Corleone. That's not, it's a great acting performance, but that's not who Al Pacino is.
Well, that's why I have my character low, but then I'm saying, what you're selling, what are you bringing? What's the response to you? And is that a marketing message that is being well received? Obviously it is. And all this added up for me, 72 makes him a lower level all-star. And that's exactly who he is. I think we forget those seasons after the Super Bowl year, 3 of those 6 losing seasons. We forget that. So he's a little better than the average because of the Super Bowl championship. And obviously with that contract, got to bump him up a little.
I got to see more work in the authenticity. The character deal, the reason why I have him at a 16, and again, it's not that I'm the po-po or the morality police, but look, he got a DUI early in his coaching career with the Raiders. I still haven't marked that off my list. I know that's been years ago.
Okay.
And so I still, and then as it relates to all-time status, if he turns the Raiders around in the next 3-4 years, makes that Vegas thing a success, the sky is the limit. But for right now, I'm going to keep him around a 15. I got to see 2-3 years from now, that all-time status still may never move for a couple of years. I got to see him have
a
big
coach has a $100 million contract, and you got him in the Hall of Good. Like your numbers don't add up. Look at my approval rating, and you start to see, yeah, that's exactly what they got. They got someone who can sell something to their fan base through the transitional phase to Vegas. They have someone who is above average as a coach, and they have a guy that, despite his own issues, guys buy in. Do you understand that Derek Carr did an interview? And in the interview, he said man, which is the choice word of John Gruden, 21 times in one sit-down interview. That is called, I am converting this locker room into the mindset and philosophy in which I exude. So to me, Gruden sells, whether you like it or not, he sells his message to those, or he gets you out of town.
At some point before the week is over, we got to get to Serena Williams on the approval.
Yeah.
You know, the approval ratings a lot of times are based on whoever the topic of the day is, and I thought Gruden, but we may have to sneak Serena in here tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That'll be fascinating.
Well, one category won't be job performance, 25. Let's just write it in now. Yeah.
No, I think all-time greatness will be a 25. Job performance, right? We're giving it away. Job performance will be a little.
Okay.
I could go either direction on that. All-time greatest 25, job performance. After you just threw that tantrum, character, authenticity.
Okay, there you go.
A lot to discuss
on
Serena Williams.
Let's get that in then, all right?
2 days in, this has been awesome.
My dog, appreciate it.